銀河鉄道39
Okay, let's read Chapter 6 of Volume 15 of Galaxy Express 39. We'll see what the title is on the next page. A little bit odd, the fan translation that I'm using as a reference does not have this beginning. It starts in about 6 pages on the fan reference. So I don't know if that means this wasn't published originally or didn't show up in some other publication, but whatever. We'll start here. Tetsuro wa yume o mita. As for Tetsuro, saw a dream. So in Japanese, you say you saw a dream when you have a dream. So as for Tetsuro, he had a dream. So here's Tetsuro sleeping. It looks like Meiteru is reading. And we go immediately into the splash page for Chapter 6. Shindo Eki. Shindo Eki. Shindo, as you can see up in Z kanji already, is the shock or tremor station. Now, shindo can also mean oscillation, vibration, but this is the shock or impact meaning of shindo, apparently. Anyway, let me get my hand out of the way. So Tetsuro had a dream. Meiteru, doko e ikundai? Meiteru, to where going? So where are you going, Meiteru? それはメーテルが旅に出る夢だ. As for that thing, it's the dream that Meiteru is going out on travel. Okay, so Tetsuro had a dream. As for that thing, it's a dream of Meiteru going out on travel. メーテルが一人で旅に出かける夢だった. Meiteru, Meiteru, a dream of going out on travel alone. So yeah, it was a dream of Meiteru going out alone on travel. So again, this is not in the fan translation at all. Okay, still dreaming here. Meiteru! Here she is standing on an asteroid. She's got her briefcase, her trunk. Fuyu suru shouwaku sei ni. Fuyu is like, oh, this is wandering, right? A wandering asteroid. Floating plane, but yeah, floating wandering. On an asteroid, a small planet, doing wandering. Sabishisou ni notte damatte hitori de tabitatte yuku yume datta. Okay, so we keep ending these phrases with "it was a dream" and then where all this stuff is. So again, on an asteroid, a wandering asteroid, seeming to be sad and writing seeming to be sad, sadly writing, being quiet, alone, and tabidatte, I guess like going out on travel, beginning a trip. Tabidatte yuku, going out and beginning a trip, alone, being quiet, and riding sadly on a wandering asteroid. It was that sort of a dream, or that was the dream. Okay. So there we go. Meiteru. There she goes. Yume ka? A dream? Ate Meiteru wa? Gracious me. As for Meiteru, so goodness. As for Meiteru, so he's looking, I guess maybe she isn't there. There's Shasho, conductor. Okay, this is now where the fan translation starts for this chapter. Now, if you look carefully, the pages that we just read look a little bit differently colored. These may have actually been published in color originally or something. And so maybe they didn't make it into the reprinting or something. But now we're back. This appears to be the sort of proper start of the chapter. Whoa. There goes the train. Ano resha wa? As for that train, okay, so there's another train on the outside. Mezurashii na. It's rare, isn't it? Hoka no resha ga mieru nante. Another train being visible. So it's pretty rare to see another train, isn't it? Last time they saw another train, it was another Galaxy Express 39. 39 type janakute. So it's not a 39 type. Wakusei kan no kougai senyo mitai da zo. It's a planet interval, like outer area line use looking like that. Okay. Wakusei kan. Yeah, okay, we're not going to get kan again, meaning interval or space. So like a planetary space. Kogai, honestly, I think that means suburbs, but it means outer area. Yeah. Suburbs or outskirts. And then, yeah, line use. So then that's roughly use. So it's not a 39 type. It seems to be like the outer planetary space line use. Ah. Okay, he sees someone over there. Oh. Okay. なんであの列車にメートルが乗ってるんだろう? Why in that train, Metoru riding, I wonder? Why is she riding in that train? Tetsuro さんが眠っている間に一時停車した宇宙ステーションで乗り換えたんですよ。Okay, let me try that one more time because that was a bit weird. Tetsuro さんが眠ってる間に一時停車した宇宙ステーションで乗り換えたんですよ。Okay, so Mr. Tetsuro, during the period of sleeping, a one-time train stopping did space station at that exchange, like norikaya to ride and switch to switch lines in essence. Norikayasu. Yeah, to transfer. So basically did a transfer at a space station that stopped for 1 hour while you were sleeping. Norikaeta? Transferred. Nande meitoru ga? Why meitoru? So why did she do that? Sa, それはその, well, as for that, that's one. All right, well, there goes the other train. Hanarete yuku yo. It's going and separating. It's going the other way. 別のところへ行く別の列車ですから当然のことです。Going to another place because is another train. And so it's going to another place because it's a different train. That's a natural thing. Ano resha wa doko e ikundai? Answer that train to what place going? So where's that train going? Mizumi no jo desu. It is the lake princess. Oh, no. Jo is queen. It is the queen of lakes, the lake queen. Shisen no oku ni aru tokoro. That is a supporting line in the back place. Okay. A shisen. A branch line. And then oku implies like again, like in the back. Oh, no, not okuni. Oku ni. I guess we just want oku. Yeah, in the interior. It's a place existing like on the interior of a branch line, but it's headed to the Queen of Lakes or something like that. Mamono toka, kaiju toka, bore toka sumu toyu densetsu no aru tokoro deshite. So it's a place where, with the existence of legends, with the names of things like, wait, oh yeah. Wait, no, let me take it from this direction. So like magical things, magical creatures. Mamono. Goblins, apparitions, and things like that. Kaijutsu, or kaiju, which is like the beasts. But usually, Godzilla is a kaiju. Monsters, things like that. Bore, deceased spirits, and things like that. Living sort of a legendary existing place. So yeah. So it's a place where like legends live, like legends live or exist and live. Things like, again, deceased spirits, monsters, goblins, apparitions. Soko ni sumu ikimono wa, as for the living creatures that live in that place, saiko nagaiki suru no de yume desu yo, hai. As for the living creatures that live in that place, super long, long living life do. So because of that, it's a famous place indeed. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Saiko here means, again, like the highest. Saiko, the best, supreme, the most. So again, as for the living creatures that live in that place, the best, the highest, the supreme, most long life, they do that. It's a famous place indeed. Meitoru ga doushite sonna tokoro e? So Meitoru, why to that sort of a place? So why is she going to a place like that? Atasha shirimasen yo. I don't know. I'm not familiar. それはメイトルさんの問題. As for that, it's Ms. Meitoru's question, issue, problem, whatever. That's her deal. あ、忘れるところでした. Okay, so 忘れるところでした. It was the point of forgetting. So I mean, like, I almost forgot. It was the place of forgetting. So it was that, but not quite there. So I almost forgot. Tsugi no teisha eki wa, as for the next train stopping station, Shindo Wakusei, the shock tremor planet. Teisha jikan wa 66時間がと46分6秒. As for the train stopping time, it is 66 hours, 68 hours, 48 minutes and 8 seconds. Shindo Wakusei, the impact or tremor planet. Hai. Nengara Nenju Gata Bishido-shan. Gata Bishido-shan to Yure Ugoku Iya na Wakusei desu yo. Ha ha ha. Okay. So he says, yes, indeed. I guess like this is sort of like all year, all the time, all year long. Nengara. Yeah, Nengara Nenju. All year round, year after year. Gata Bishido-shan. We'll come back to that. It goes and shakes in this manner. It's not a good place. It's not a good planet. And then he laughs. Gata Bishido-shan. This may be a way to say like rattling and rolling or something. Gata usually means like to clatter. Okay, we're not getting anything that's gata bishido. So yeah, gata means to rattle and clatter. Bishi. No, bishi, not bushi. Okay. Bishin can mean like a slight earthquake. Bishido. Bishido-shan. I'm trying to think of if this is like some other reference. I think it's just a jumble together of sounds and words that are supposed to be like rocking and rolling. What else do we have here? Bishi and Doshan. No. I'll look later if I can find something that's might suggest like what he's trying to say here or like what that comes from. But the general sense again is that all year long it's a planet that's shaking and swaying. Yure. And it's a no good planet. 列車だって時々揺れるんだろ。どうってことはないや。Okay, so talking about the train, sometimes it shakes, right? So, どうってことはない. It's like, it's not going to be a big deal. How will it be? As for that event, it doesn't exist. Like, it won't matter. I don't think that will actually come up, but yeah. There it is. どうってことはない. Yeah, nothing special, no big deal. でもな、どうしてメートルは一人で行っちゃったんだろ? But you know, why as for Meitoru alone went, I wonder. So I wonder why she went off on her own. 帰ってくるんだろうか? Like returning, I wonder? Will she come back, I wonder? いなくなるんだったら何か言っていくようなメートルは。いなくなるんだったら. If becomes nothing, something saying and going like as for Meitoru. Yeah. If she were, this is like, if she were going away like forever, if she were not existing, she would go and say something as for Meitoru, wouldn't she? In other words, she would have said something if she were going away forever. Okay. 一緒に行くというのがパスをくれる時の約束だった。Together going, the so-called, it was the thing that was the so-called thing of going together. And pass, receiving time, promise it was. So basically, it was a promise at the time of getting the pass of going together. 僕は約束を守ってるつもりで. And as for me, it was the intent of protecting the promise. メートルも守ると約束したよな. And メートル also made the promise of protecting, didn't she? So he's looking at his past, right? Chiku to Andromeda, Earth to Andromeda, the limit, unlimited commuter pass, that's his name. Hoshino Tetsuro. Oh. Or Tetsuro. Okay. Oops. So we get a little exterior scene and a bunch of stuff here. So let's check it out. Meitoru to issho no toki wa, kono naka ga garan to shiteru no mo ki ni naranai kedo. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. As for the time of like being together with Meitoru, this inside garan to shiteru no mo, even it being garan, like didn't notice. Garan. Oh, empty, deserted. Oh, okay. So basically, the time I was together with Meitoru, this inside being empty, also like didn't notice how empty it was in here. Hitori ni naru to hiroi na. When becoming alone, it's wide or spacious, isn't it? Wabishikute iya dake. Wabishikute iya dake do. Oh, dakedo. Hate it when they do that. Dakedo. Wabishikute iya dakedo. What is wabishi? Okay, wabishi can mean miserable, wretched, lonely, dreary, etc. So he's saying that wabishi is detestable. Like, I don't like being miserable, lonely, etc. But honto nara boku hitori de wabishi nakya naranaiんだな. But if it's reality, or if like I'm being true, then me alone must travel. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Come on, Don. This is not the right time. Yeah. So this is the double negative, right? If not doing travel will not become. So like I would have to travel alone if it were me in reality. Wah. Kono nioi wa. As for this smell, so he's like, huh, what's the smell? 食堂車からしてくるのか? すると食べ物? Okay, so it's doing coming from the dining car. Therefore, food, ... So that means food. Well, I guess he's asking a question like it's coming from the dining car? 急に腹が減った。直ちに行くべし. Suddenly got hungry. 腹が減った. And I guess like promptly will go, ought to go. Tadachini is just like promptly. Yeah, at once, immediately. And iku beshi. Beshi just means like needing to do something. Yeah. 食べてきて何か考えよう. I guess like eating something, let's think. I'll eat and think of something. I'll try thinking of something when eating. The kite there is just some sense of motion. All right. So he hops into the dining car and we get this. Ah! All right. A pretty nice spread. A whole fish even. Is that a mikan? Is that a tangerine? Those look like sake cups as well. This is interesting. Nandaro kono ryori wa? What could it be as for this food, as for this cooking? It looks very Japanese. Soda, mae ni hon de mita zo. That's right. Previously in a book, saw. So that's right. I saw it previously in a book. Kodai jin ga shinnen no ceremony de taberu yatsu da. Okay, so what would this be? Old generation people. Like ancient people. Kodai. Why am I blanking on the word? Ancient times. People of ancient times, the New Year, in a New Year's ceremony, eating things. These are things that people would eat in ancient times. Ancient times people would eat in a New Year's ceremony. So desu yo. Hai. It is that way indeed. So that's right. Kyou wa shougatsu desu. As for today, it's New Year's. So ne, indeed, you know. Koshiki yutaka na shougatsu ryori ni chousen toyo wake deshite. So yutaka na is like auspicious or whatever. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. This is highly unusual, but I appreciate it. Abundant, wealthy, rich, affluent. New Year's food. For that, chousen, it's that sort of a reason. Or it's the reason called chousen, which is like, well, this isn't chousen. Challenging defiance. Yeah. Why challenging or defiance? The reason is the so-called chousen, or the New Year's cooking, or like wealthy, abundant New Year affluence of New Year's cooking. Old ceremony for abundant New Year's food. Huh.
Hello there.
Hello there. So I guess the thing that's throwing me is just the chousen, which again means to challenge or defy. Maybe the ceremony was supposed to bring abundance by defying. I don't know. I don't know. I'll look again. I'll try to look up something to see if that makes sense in a different context. It is the right cho, yeah, and sen, to fight. Okay. Imadoki, 合成食品で出ない本物の正月料理に多めに書かれるのはここだけですよ。おせち料理にね。Okay, so osechi is the name for the food that you eat on New Year's. Yeah, food served during the New Year's holidays. Okay, so imadoki. So now, about this time, gosei shoku. Oh, this is the synthetic. Synthetic food products is not. Okay, so he's saying this isn't synthetic food products. Okay, imadoki is today. Today, synthetic food products not existing. The real thing, New Year's food, ome ni kakareru. To meet, to be recognized, to be visible, to be seen. Yeah, so as for, I guess, as for meeting As for noticing whatever, the New Year's, the real thing of the New Year's cooking not being synthetic food, koko dake, it's just this place, or just this point, meaning for New Year's, or the food served on New Year's. Okay, so what he's saying is getting actual food only happens on New Year's. It's only this point, this place, this time. 本当はメートルさんにも食べていただきたかったんですかね? As for the reality, as for truth, Ms. Meitoru, also to Ms. Meitoru, eating and wanting to receive it was. So, in reality, or in truth, Ms. Meitoru wanted to eat this as well. Yeah. メートルはこういうのを見ると喜ぶものね. As for Meitoru, this sort of a thing, if or when seeing happiness thing it is, you know? So she would be happy when looking at something like this. 喜ぶ. 行ってみても始まりません. 行ってみても. So even if try going, even if try even if try saying it won't begin, will not begin. 二人して食べましょう. Doing as two people, let's eat. So I'm not quite sure about 行ってみても, but he's something about it's not going to begin, so let's eat with just the two of us. 男はくよくよしないものですよ. As for men, it is the kuyo not doing thing. Not worrying, not moping. So men don't mope or worry. You know? 何食べりゃ気も落ち着いて元気になりますよ. Something or what, as for eating, spirit also, 落ちつく, calming down and becoming healthy. So like eating something and even the spirit, the mood will calm down and will become robust, genki, healthy, etc., etc. そうだね. That's right. Okay. うるさい! Which means you're noisy or shut up. So apparently there was someone else there the whole time. ごちゃごちゃ喋りながら食事をするのが男らしいっていうのかいあんたら. Okay. Gocha gocha is to like yammer on. Yammering on while talking and eating food. Like manly. As for the thing called being manly, you guys. Eriku. I'm not, it's quite kind of hard to tell what that is. Like you guys, is it the thing called being manly or yammering on while eating? しゃべくる暇があったら. Talking free time if it exists. So if you have all that spare time to be yammering on. ちゃんと食べたらどうだい? Properly eat if eating, how about that? So basically, if you have all that free time eating, how about using it to eat properly, huh? Tetsuro's already doing that. Oh, they're continuing. 列車に他の人間も乗り合わせてるんだよ. On the train, other people, other humans also are riding together, you know? Hani no meiwaku o kangaeta koto nai no kai? Other people's annoyance, thinking event doesn't exist. So, like, are you not thinking about the annoyance you're annoying other people? Ha. Okay, I think this is Shasho now talking. Ha, kore wa kukan station de onori no okyaku-san? So, oh, as for this, the space station, on the space station, riding passenger. So this was the passenger who was riding on the space station. Presumably the one that Meitoru got off on. So yo, right, that's right. Or indeed, it is that way. Noro to noru maito. Soria atashi no, oh, this is a woman. Atashi no katte dakedo ne. Okay, so that's right. Ride or not ride. As for that, it's my katte. It's just my whatever I want to do. Oh no, it's dakedo. But it's still it's my randomness. It's my choice, my free will. Mono o taberu toki kurai shizuka ni suru no ga reigi? Reigi te mon da yo. Wakaru kai? Okay, and then eating things, time, extent, quiet, doing towards quiet, reigi. Manners, courtesy, etiquette. It's that sort of a thing. Do you understand? Okay, yeah. So, again, like, do you understand about the thing of doing courtesy and being quiet during the time of eating stuff? And they're continuing. So the classic person yelling at someone, telling them to shut up and being very loud in the process. Antara, you guys, itai zentai shitsukete mono o sareta koto ga aru no? You guys. Itai zentai. Itai zentai is also just it's a further, I guess, a further emphasis like itai. What the hell? Shitsuke. Discipline? Oh yeah, manners. Sort of a thing. Like being done, event existing. Like, again, this is like, have you ever been taught any manners, or have you ever done anything that's kind of like teaching manners? Yeah, being done. Being done for like teaching manners. Has that ever happened to you? Have you never been taught manners? Donna oya ni sodaterareta ndai? By what sort of a parent were you raised? What sort of parents raised you? Nanto ka iie yo. Say something. Something, say something. Kono gaki, you brat. She's talking to, like, say something, you brat. Anta da yo. Yeah, you. It's you. I'm talking to you. Wow. Kikoeteru daro. Able to hear, right? You can hear me, right? Yeah, this person's a quite So spiraling and then piku 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 zuru. So the piku is kind of like twitching. He's twitching, and zuru is him sliding down the side of the seat. Mochi ga nodo ni. I guess like mochi rice in the throat, meaning like, is he choking? Is there mochi rice stuck in his throat? Tetsuro-san, Mr. Tetsuro, shikari, hang in there. Shinebai yo no yo, sonna gaki. If die, it's good, you know, that's sort of a brat. So if a brat like that dies, it's fine. It's good. Kore, iki o shite, iki o hayaku, shinu janai desu ka? Okay, so come on now, kore, do breath, like breathe, breath quickly. Dying, it isn't. Yeah, like don't die. It's not dying, is it? You're not dying, are you? Oh no. Okay. Ooh, naotta. Phew. Healed, fixed. Ichiji wa ano mama o kakure ni naru no kato. As for 1 hour, like it is that way, o kakure ni. Oh, weird. Okay, so the fan translation now puts the whole dream that we read at the beginning in this part. Oh, and they started the whole chapter all over again. Okay, I don't know. They goofed that up a bit. Whatever. Weird. They put it in twice, but whatever. Okay. Fixed. As for an hour, as it was, oh yeah, okakure ni. Passing away, oh, naru no kato. So he's asking a question here. Okakure ni naru means to pass away. So yeah, for an hour like that, it was like, did you pass away? Like I was thinking, to means like, I was whatever. I was thinking, did you pass away for an hour? Like with you like that? Kanzen ni shinu to omotta yo. Thought I perfectly or completely died. Like I thought I was completely dead. Ano hito, sugoi koe o dasun da mono na. That person, an incredible voice, putting out thing it is, you know? So that person really puts out a voice. Hidoi onna desu. It's a horrific woman. Ryori ga dainashi desu. The food is dainashi. Without a platform. What does that mean here? Oh, ruined, spoiled. The food is ruined. Nante hito nano? Like, what kind of a person or who's the person? Pasu janakute, kippu de notte kita no de namae wa fume. Okay, it's not a pass. With a ticket, came riding. So because of that, as for name, it's unknown. So she's riding on board with a ticket that's only good for so many stops or whatever, and not a pass. And so it doesn't have her name on it. So he's saying I don't know her name. Ma tsugi no eki made no kippu deshita kara mou skoshi no gaman desu yo. Well, until the next station's ticket it was. So because of that, a little bit more of perseverance it is. So her ticket's only to the next station, so please just hang in a little bit more. Zehi orite moraitai. Definitely like want to receive getting off, meaning like her getting off the train. I would definitely want her off the train. Ara nande iki nobita no kai? Oh my, why survived? Like, oh yeah, why did you survive? Mane nakayoko shiyou yo. Well, you know, let's do getting along. Let's get along. Watashi wa shūten mare noru ndakara, saki wa nagai kara ne. As for me, to the final point, up until the final point, riding. I'm riding to the final terminus. So because of that, as for earlier, as for ahead, it's long, you know? So like, let's get along. Tabi wa michizure te iu janai no sa. As for travel, it's a difficult path. That sort of a thing, isn't it? No. Oh, no. Michizure is a someone that comes with you on a companion. No, zure. Yeah, fellow traveler. Teiyu janai no sa. Yeah. So as for the journey, it's the thing called a fellow traveler, isn't it? Shūten mare noru, riding up until the terminus, the final point. Sonna, it can't be. Sonna. Tsugi no eki made no kippu shika motte nai no ni okashi te iun daro. Okay, so she says, up until the next station's ticket, only holding, even though that it's a strange thing to say, right? Okashi te iun daro. Okay. Yeah, so even though I'm only holding a ticket up until the next station, you're probably saying like, that's strange. Okashi, right? Chanto motteru no yo. Properly holding, properly having, you know. Kore ga atashi no shūten mare no kippu sa. This thing, it's my to the final point, to the terminus up until then ticket. Kore wa. What's this? As for this thing. Oh. And there we go. That's the end of the chapter. So we've lost Meitoru and we've gained this person. That is the end of the chapter. That is the end of the book. That's why. It's the end of the book. So we get the cliffhanger into the next volume. So that is the end of volume 15. Gracious me. Let's take a look at anything we have here at the end. This book was published in Showa 56, which is what, 1982? When was Showa? We need a little converter. Showa 56. 1981. Still in 1981. No, that can't be right. Really? Still in 81? Anyway. First printing, apparently. First printing of volume 15. And it looks like, we've seen this ad before. This was the super Chonin Roku, like Superman Rock. There's like apparently 4 volumes for sale. Yeah, no, we don't have a bot converter here. All right, well, that's the end of 15. Let's do our preview of volume 16. All right, preview of volume 16. No Tetsuro, only Meitoru. Ooh, that's fancy and new. This color and kind of like the gradation in the no, I guess the gradation's always been there, but that color combo I think is pretty new. Yeah, that's a great piece. How'd you like to do those? How'd you like to do that in a woodblock with the white line? White lines for the I don't know. That looks like a lot harder than snow. Okay, what do we have under the covers? Okay, they've punted on the covers for the last bit. The art under here has devolved into kind of just the train. So nothing special under the covers. What do we have here? Swirly planet art. Nope. PowerPoint font. All right, here's our Mokuji. Oh, we're going to see more about her next time. Okay. So the Shindo Eki continues. So we'll finish off this chapter. It is now 30 pages. So that's kind of a normal size chapter. We'll have to break that into two. 30 page, that's normal. Again, 40, that'll be a little bit longer. That'll be a bit longer. That's a 60 page chapter. So we'll have our normal chapters kind of all over the place. We'll just deal with them as we get there. So there we go. That's our Mokuji for volume 16. There's only 3 volumes left, right? 18 volumes total. So we're getting very close to the end here, which is exciting. So we'll continue here with chapter 1 of volume 16 next time.